It seems like everything Axon is doing is coming up golden, and that was the case again on Monday when they announced a new product that's going to be available for more normal workforces, for retail workers, for example. That's the Axon Body Workforce Mini product. I think this is a really compelling product, moves them really out of the law enforcement space and into much bigger potential commercial and consumer markets. Axon's been talking about for years, trying to get into these other markets. Consumers is something that they try to get into with tasers. That's not particularly successful, though they do have products that they sell into those markets. But something like body cameras for workers there, maybe it improves their safety. It improves their interaction with customers. This is what that answers. And I thought it was a phenomenal announcement. So let's dig into it. My name is Travis Hoium. Thanks for watching Asymmetric Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. And thanks to this video sponsor, The Motley Fool. If you go to fool.com/ASYM, they'll give you their top 10 stocks to buy right now. I'm going to start by playing some of the video that we got from Axon. This is the Body Workforce Mini. You can see pretty compelling product. It just has a camera on the front. There is a single click panic button, and it does all kinds of interesting things, like does real-time translation, has a battery for a full shift, and it comes in all kinds of different colors. So depending on what your company is, this could be branded basically exactly for you. Now, the release that Axon put out outlines some of the things that they're thinking about for this product. Seamless wearability, so you can clip it onto your shirt. You can have it as a lanyard. Two-way voice is going to alert supervisors and can trigger live streaming and actually even show exactly where you are. Transparency, so everybody can see that you're wearing a body camera. AI-enabled assistance. There's some interesting tools. Real-time translation is really the thing that sticks out here, but this is something that the capability is going to be able to be improved over time because it's just a software update to increase or improve those AI capabilities on device. So I think this is a really compelling offering for Axon, and there's a couple of ways that they're going to be able to benefit from this, and it's the same playbook that they've had with law enforcement. They're going to be able to sell these devices or offer subscription services where you sign a long-term subscription for, let's say, a certain number of devices for your stores. Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/ASYM for the top 10 stocks to buy right now. So if you are a Target store, a Walmart store, maybe you have 50 of these cameras and they're just charging in the back room. There's 50 subscriptions and people take them for their shift, wear them for their shift, and it's just part of their toolkit. The advantage of that is you get hardware into more locations, and then you're able to expand into the software business. This is really where Axon has had a lot of success over the last 5 to 10 years. As you get body cameras, well, then you need to store that somewhere. That became evidence.com. Now that's expanded into a whole bunch of things. So you can imagine use cases where you're walking around stores and you're able to take real-time inventory. You're able to see how many customers are in the store. There's a ton of data that could potentially come from having these cameras in store and the kind of AI capabilities that Axon is already bringing to the market in law enforcement. So they're not really going that far yet, but you can see the vision, just like you could see the vision for Axon's law enforcement services 5 or 10 years ago, that eventually all of this information and all this data that they were capturing would help them build a platform that would make law enforcement and prosecution much easier to work with. I think we could see the same thing with Axon moving into more of these commercial or consumer environments. You could even see partnerships with ERP solutions, for example, to try to integrate this data into actually getting product onto store shelves. So a lot of optionality for Axon, and this is the kind of product that I think could open up a massive new market for them. This is no question a very, very expensive stock. But if you look at Axon's history, growth rate, a compound annual growth rate that's about 30%. This is just a phenomenal performer for investors, and they continue to innovate and disrupt with products like this. This is why I continue to own shares, and after all this growth is obviously one of the biggest holdings in my portfolio. So let me know what you think about Axon in this new product for commercial markets. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Asymmetric Investing. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you here next time.